Project Nigel's terrible car reviews.
It is my absolute pleasure to do a little review on this Citroen C3. Is it terrible? Is it disgusting? Or is it actually quite good?
The C3 was Citroen Super Mini. It was very successful between the years of 2002 and 2009. It came with a 1.1, 1.4 and 1.6 petrol engines, all naturally aspirated and not particularly powerful. Also came with a 1.4 and a 1.6 diesel.
Well, my first impression is this rather gangster lean it seems to have. And I've just found out that it's got a broken spring on this side. So that's not exactly a plus point. Maybe we should count its dents. There's one. There's one. Another one. This dent here apparently is a frustration dent. Well, I like the overall shape of this car though. It's very modern looking, being as it's 17, 18 years old this year. And oh look, there's another dent there. Dents are perfectly acceptable in a car of this age. But I know the reason why this car has dents, and that's because the metal is so ridiculously thin. The door won't even open. Actually got to unlock it or something like that. Can't find the key. Oh, remote central locking. That's a bonus. You can have a point for that. What about the quality of this car? You can tell a lot by the door shut sound. Sounds like a flabby metal sandwich. I don't know why, it just looks really tragic. Oh, switch. Small. Full of petrol cans. Listen to the sound of this. It doesn't sound too bad in here, that's weird. Really expecting that to sound really shocking. Righty. The interior. Now, oh, the interior light's not on, or you can't have a point for that. It is just really rather bland, actually. The seats don't look particularly nice. Well, the interior light does work as long as you press it. Well, one of them does. Yeah, the one in the middle does. Right, so, how about the interior quality? Well, first off, these vents are... they're just horrible, to be absolutely honest. That button feels okay, but it's all worn. That one's alright, so I don't mind that. Electric windows. Horrible, rubbery kind of feel to them. That one doesn't work. Craig, your electric window doesn't work, it's crap! Now, just grabbing hold of this door there, it feels like there's almost nothing there at all. Ugh, gosh, that sounds horrible. Let's do it again. It's disgusting! The bonnet is open, revealing the 1.4 Citroen engine, which, to be honest, I've just heard it, sounds quite smooth. But that's disgusting. Look at this as well, there's no paint on the underside of that bonnet. That's standard. That's a standard Citroen thing. And down here, there's nowhere to jack up, it's just a plastic cross member. Excellent for having crashes with. Brilliant if you want your face distorting. That's not attached. That's a bit broken. But it does start quite nicely. Even sounds quite smooth. Heater controls. Yep, slightly rubbery feeling. That's too stiff. That's because, as you'd expect it, that doesn't work until you get to 3. It's a resistor issue. We're used to that kind of thing. There's a radio, I'm not going to touch that. There's a glove box, which is almost completely pointless. What are you supposed to do with that? Oh, I see. The glove box isn't for storing things in, it's for putting bits of broken trim. There's no petrol in it. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this. Where does that go? It doesn't bend that way. Where's it supposed to go? There? Is Is that what it does? Is that it? Is that what it's supposed to do? That's right, it's come off now. Time to take it for a drive. Oh, that is the most weird rubbery gearbox ever. Are you supposed to... Does it even work? Yeah, it works. That doesn't feel... Surely that's not supposed to be like that. Oh, well, I haven't even taken it out of here yet, and already the steering is way... It's like it's not even attached to anything. The brakes are quite firm, but it doesn't feel like you're actually driving it at all. It just feels like it's just floating along without any kind of... Oh, it's awful. Oh. Craig's just told me actually that this car, when you drive it, it does pull quite violently to one side for no apparent reason whatsoever. Wonder if it's got anything to do with that unbelievably vague steering. I mean, normally you wouldn't notice something that bad until you're actually on the road with all the bumps and the lumps and things like that. But to feel it on a perfectly flat surface really is taking the biscuit. I really am so disgusted by this thing. I'm not even going to take it on the road at all. I'm just going to, I'm just going to put it away. It's just terrible. I can't get over just how amazingly disgusting that gearbox is. There's a spare coil pack there, and that's not because the owner is lazy, but because it's one of those things that will fail every time you go to Tesco. The contrast between that unbelievably stupid gear change and the ridiculously light steering, I think, could make quite a dangerous car to drive. Shocking. So, the Citroen C3 is 82% terrible. Only 18% any good. Could this be the worst car I ever don't even drive because it's that bad? Let me know if you got one even worse.